What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Treto without the mother effing radio. What's going on, Rene, from the other day?
I can't wait to make that into a remix. No.
What's going on with Treto without the radio? Yeah, I'm asking you guys. See, you know how Dora the Explorer, you pause? Nah. Man, did you know that this podcast is for people who don't walk out of the movies during the Marvel credits?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
This podcast is also for people that downloaded Tidal back in 2016 and
Because you thought it was the next big thing?
and just never deleted it. Man, this and finally, this podcast is for everyone who's been waiting for a new episode since February 26th.
What are you talking about?
Oh, man, we're back. So I wanted to talk to them through you about the uploads on our platform.
Okay.
I feel like half of our listeners don't realize that we've consistently been uploading episodes, but they've only been on YouTube for the last week and a half.
Yeah, I was to say, because we had a video go up on Monday last week and a video go up on Friday last week.
Yeah, bro. Like, what was a really good one that we put up last week? The part 2 of Mario Party.
Part 2 of Mario Party came up on Friday, and that Monday was the Minnesota about the Cubs.
Ooh, we dropped a mini-sode. That's right. Yeah. So check us out on YouTube. If you haven't seen us active on other platforms, we are super active on YouTube. And yeah, mess with us on YouTube.
Basically, yeah. Check out YouTube.
Yeah. So this weekend, man, I want to tell everyone to go to the freaking movies this weekend.
Shit.
What are we watching this weekend?
We're watching everything. We're watching Mo Bamba. We're watching Sicko Mode.
Yeah, we're watching what? All the music videos?
Yeah, bro, you rent out the whole theater and then you watch music videos on the big screen.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, look at you, all rich.
By myself. This is great. No, those recliners, they're just
you're just chilling.
Man.
No, so we checked out Captain Marvel, the newest installment of the
MCU.
Thank you.
Yeah. Captain Marvel. So as you know, we do movie
reviews.
See how that works? No, we do movie reviews. The first part of this episode, we are going to talk briefly about the movie. We're not going to give everything away. It's going to be super dope and chill. But the second part, if you haven't seen it yet, I advise you to listen to us on your way to the theater.
Just ruin it for you?
Right? So we can just ruin everything. Just pretty much that's how we do it. We do a review. Second part of this episode, we go into detail and fuck everything up for you. So
yeah, and I guess we'll make it really clear when we're gonna start talking about plot details and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I feel like we do a good job with that though.
I think so too. Yeah. But I know there was some people, specifically one person that I talked to, who was like, "Yeah, whenever you guys do a movie one and I haven't seen the movie yet, I just don't click on it at all because I don't want to spoil the movie." And I was like, "No, bro, the first 30 minutes or so, we don't even talk about the movie in detail."
Yeah, that's true.
So it was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'll check it out then." Because I was watch the first 30 minutes, if you're on the fence on the movie, and then maybe us talking about the general concepts and all that will motivate you, and you'll decide to go watch it.
Yeah, that's honestly what I would do if I was.
That's how I use this.
No. Wow, perfect. Yeah. So I guess we can talk about if people are on the fence about this movie. Were you on the fence about it when you first heard of Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I was really on the fence of it.
Yeah.
So when the first trailer came out, I saw it like everyone else on YouTube on my phone.
Saw it.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, on your phone.
YouTube on my phone.
And I just have a
and then it drops on your face.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't like the trailer.
Okay.
And so I watched it a few times in the next few days, and then the second trailer came out, and I was watching it, and I was like I wanted to like it, but I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. So I went into the movie with really low expectations, I guess.
Which, I mean, that's fair. I think you should, right? If you're you don't want to overpromise something to yourself and be like,
right, because then it's never going to live up to your hype.
Right.
But no, so I really wanted to like it, but I wasn't feeling confident about it, and I ended up enjoying it. I thought it was a good Marvel movie.
That's dope. I guess with me, I don't really expect much from Marvel, considering, I mean, they're badass movies, but I just never been a fan of
Marvel
comic movies, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Some people are like, "What do you mean comic?"
What do you mean comic books?
Well, right. No, I don't know. I just I watch them, but I don't wait for them to come out. Right.
Right. You're not like, jizzing yourself every time that a new trailer drops.
Yeah, well, except for this last one, because I really want to know what happened to Tony Stark.
Wow.
But yeah, so I don't really wait for it. Although this one, I don't know. I feel like this one came out of nowhere for me.
So like you weren't really aware of it, and then all of a sudden it was just out.
Yeah, like I didn't know that. Oh, hey, we haven't talked about this whole ass character.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel, and yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, well, where has she been for the last?
Right, where's she at?
Yeah, where's she at though? Nah. So yeah, when they announced it, I was like, oh, that should be cool. And then considering all the other ones have been pretty good so far.
Right. So you're like, you knew what to expect going into it.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess before we start getting into the concepts and the cast of all that for Captain Marvel, while we were watching the movie, in between the trailers, like a jerk, you're talking in the theater. No, but you brought up like, oh, we should talk about the trailers because that's part of the movie. That's part of the whole experience.
Yes, and I feel like we haven't done that in the past couple episodes.
No, we haven't done it in either of the two other movie reviews, which, to be fair, we didn't have trailers.
That is true.
Because they were both advanced screenings, and they just play the movie.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
Yeah, so we saw this one like legit with the general public.
Yeah, wow. With the
normies.
With the normies, with the schmucks.
With the everyday schmucks.
No offense to everyday schmucks.
No offense, guys. No. But you're an everyday schmuck.
Every day. No.
Well, everyday schmuck.
It's
a perfect shirt. No. So I went through and looked up what movie trailers played because I didn't remember all of them.
Nice. I actually enjoy movie trailers. Like I'm a fan of the trailers.
Yeah, I like I just don't like when the trailers give you like the whole plot.
Nah, that's the best part.
No. You save money.
Just give me all the plots. No. Yeah, you say like you don't even have to go to the movie.
It's like that. Well, you pay for one movie and you get to watch like 7 of them.
That's it.
No, it's like that movie that was being announced recently about that dog who gets lost and he finds his way back to his trainer from across the country.
That's stupid.
I was like, all right, cool. Well, I know the whole movie now. He makes it.
Well, like you're all suspenseful. Like, does he make it? Does he make it? You fucking made it.
Yeah, because then like the whole movie, like I know there was a point where he's like fighting with some wolves or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So like I'm not even gonna care. I was like, oh, I know he wins because he makes it home at the end.
Yeah,
I saw it in the trailer.
Okay.
So that's what annoys me about movie trailers sometimes. Well, they do too much.
Yeah. All right. But, well, with the ones we saw, how'd you feel about those? Were they?
I felt like they were all pretty good. I felt like they were all decent. So let's run through the list here because I got the list of the trailers and we'll just get your quick your impression after watching the trailer. I guess.
All right, let's do it.
So. One of them was Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Man, okay. Remember at the beginning how I said I'm not a really big.
This is completely different.
This is completely different. For some reason, I've always been like, the Spider-Man movies have just been easier to watch for me. Like
more digestible.
Yeah, like take Doctor
Octopus.
No. The other Marvel, the weirdo.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
The other weird one.
The other weirdo.
The really strange one.
I wasn't like I never was like let me go watch this, or like Iron Man. After the first one, I was just like, it's Iron Man.
Right.
But then Spider-Man comes out, and it's like
it's fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was super excited for Homecoming. I thought that was like gonna be the super dope movie.
Yeah.
Which it was alright. It was cool. Like I liked it. It was a whole different twist. But then when you saw the trailer for this one this past weekend, I was like, man, I can't wait for this. The little fat kid's back, like his best friend,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I think right off the bat, the trailer didn't give too much. Because he's in a different out of country.
Well, no shit, yeah.
And
far from home.
Yeah, and there's gonna be some type of shit blowing up the city,
right.
but
I didn't give you too much plot.
Yeah, it was cool.
I like that. It was a good trailer. I thought it was pretty cool, and I think just real quick, I think the reason why Spider-Man movies tend to do better and why more people get excited is because they're usually smaller scoped, like they're more reality based.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Doctor Strange, like he's in a whole nother dimension and doing magic and shit.
Yeah.
Where like I guess the idea of Spider-Man is more realistic, I guess.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. Like if you compare it to like Captain America, like
right,
bro, it's what 2012, like you're from the 20s. No.
Yeah, and like even his villains are more human.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, so I thought that was a good trailer.
So would you go see it though?
I was planning on seeing it already.
Oh well, let's go. What are you doing? No.
So stay tuned for the Spider-Man review.
Ooh, we should bring Cheech back for a whole Spider-Man episode.
Anthology.
Yeah, I'd
be
down
kind
to
of
sit,
cool. We
sit
can,
and
we
watch.
can cover like all the Spider-Man movies.
That would be really cool, actually. Get a recliner. Then
You just want to get a recliner.
take it back the next day. The lazy boy, forget it.
Just leave the tags on. Leave the tags on.
Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Nice.
All right. One of the next trailers was the new X-Men movie, Dark Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
This was actually one of the movies that I forgot we saw a trailer for.
Oh shit! So you had to go back and
Yeah, I had to look up what was the other movie because like I know there was another movie,
Yeah.
but I don't remember what it was, and it was this. How did that trailer make you feel? Do you remember it?
I do, and I don't. I do remember seeing. You know what gave it away? Cyclops.
Yeah.
So I saw him and I was like, "Oh, X-Men!" But throughout the whole beginning of it, I was just like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of X-Men. Like, I get the whole like, just
Robots in disguise.
yeah, like it's just I don't fuck with X-Men, so I wasn't too excited for it. It was just the whatever.
Yeah, I didn't really like. I haven't liked any of the X-Men movies that I've seen. Like, I mean, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is cool as fuck, but like that's it.
About it. Yeah.
And this one didn't really get me excited, and that sucks too, because Professor X and Magneto are played by James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
And I really like both of them. Like, they're good actors.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you just not.
Yeah, and like they do good. Like, they do really well in their roles.
Yeah. Speaking of roles, you know who I was really like, they got rid of her finally. Well, because she's old as fuck, but like,
Who?
Halle Berry, man. Like,
as Storm?
Yeah, when I saw the new Storm, I was like, it's not the same.
Yeah, that Storm's been around for a couple movies now.
Oh, Halle Berry. Nah. See,
yeah.
that's how much I know about.
But yeah, that one really didn't excite me. This trailer, actually, the next one, that one did get me like really interested in the movie. This was the Hellboy trailer.
Ooh, okay.
So I think this was the first one that played, and I got really interested in it. Like, I know nothing about Hellboy. Like, I haven't seen any of the other movies.
Right.
Because this is the fourth one, I think. Fourth or third one.
Oh shit, that was the second one.
And yeah, I hadn't seen any of them, but just watching the trailer, it just looked cool. Like, there was a bunch of shit blowing up. Like, he was punching people. Like, it just looked like there was a bunch of cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
Did that movie trailer get you excited for the movie? Like, did you be like, oh, maybe I'll check it out?
Maybe like a $5 Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't go to the premiere. Like I wouldn't go to the first weekend.
It got me interested in it. Like, if I was like on a road trip or something, or like,
bro, you got eyes on the road.
Well, I'm not the one driving. Or like if I'm on a plane or something and they have it there, like, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I wouldn't be disappointed by it, but yeah, I wouldn't go to the theater and watch it like opening weekend or something.
Right. No, good shit. Yeah. I mean, I would watch Guardians of the Galaxy over Hellboy though.
I haven't seen the second one of those.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, I guess if I had the option, I'd watch that first.
Well, I'll just bring it down.
Just bring it down.
Right.
Move it down the list.
Man, no.
But speaking of moving down the list,
that's gross.
What? Nah. Wait, how's that gross?
I don't know.
Shazam.
Oh my god.
This one I'm kind of excited for, just to see what DC does, because like it looks like they're not taking themselves too seriously.
I was gonna say, is it supposed to be stupid?
Yeah, like that's the vibe that I get from it. And I think that's what they're going for. Like they want it to be like a goofy movie. Yeah,
because right off the bat when he's in the convenience store and then he like, oh, thank you for the beer or whatever. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Dude, you're a superhero. What are you doing? No,
and that's why
I can't drink beer.
That's why I think it's gonna be interesting, because it's like a unique take, I guess. Because for those that don't know, Shazam is technically like a 12-year-old kid, but he gets superpowers from this old wizard. So every time he says the word Shazam, he turns into a big ass dude, like he's a superhero. He turns into a superhero, and it's funny because he's all big and buff, but like he's still a 12-year-old kid.
Right.
So that's why I think it'll be funny. Like, you put a little kid in a big superhero body, like he's gonna have a bunch of fun and shit.
Yeah, kind of like that movie Big with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, like that. Like even in the trailer when he was like, "Oh, can you jump over tall buildings in a single bound?" And he jumps and he makes it like 3/4 of the way up, and then he crashes into that floor, and he's like, "Sorry, I'm so sorry."
That was pretty funny. Yeah, that was funny. And then when he starts zapping everybody, and then he zaps the phone, it's like, "You're charged."
Yeah, he's all charging people's shit.
Although when I saw the wizard and he's like Shazam, for some reason I was thinking of Shaq.
There's a Shaq movie called Shazam.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I thought I was going crazy. I was like, wait, Shaq? And then it was like a wizard. I was like, oh, that's not Shaq. No.
Is that you, Shaq?
Shaq? No.
Wow, you gotta like, you're all moving sideways. Shaq?
Right? Shaq. Well, I should be going up. No.
Shaq? No.
Right? So good shit. I wouldn't watch it. I would wait for it to be like on
like DVD or something.
Yeah, or like Netflix or something. Nah, just keep going down. No.
Netflix.
Some free.
Maybe if I see it on TNT. No.
Yeah, if I find it on the floor. No.
Just somebody's giving them away. And the last movie trailer that we saw was, you good?
Yeah. I just thought it like, maybe if I'm in like in a waiting room or something and they have this
you're in the hospital and that's the only, you can't change the channel because the TV's in a box.
Because the remote's too far.
The batteries died.
Then I'll probably consider it.
Like then I might watch it. But I might just keep my eyes closed the whole time like this.
Wow, that's
Bro, just watch the movie.
Nah, man, fuck that movie.
That's why DC's struggling.
Exactly.
All right, so the last movie trailer was Dumbo.
Ooh, okay.
Weird like live action Dumbo.
Yeah. So I've actually had a conversation with someone regarding this new like live action thing Disney's doing.
Yeah.
Because I think we were talking about Aladdin, and then I brought up Dumbo.
Yep.
I'm actually pretty excited for it. Mostly because I like this guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Little short guy.
Yeah.
And to see him in a Disney movie is kind of like, oh, shit.
DeVito, no? Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito, yeah. So, I don't know. I'm really excited for it. I like the time... What am I talking about?
The time period?
The time period, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's really cool how they used to have circus and, like,
that was the thing.
Yeah.
People didn't have TV and shit.
Yeah, as far as seeing a Dumbo actually fly, I mean, that's not like magical or anything.
Wow, that's the whole point.
But no, I am excited for it. I think it's gonna be a good Disney movie for sure.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, and I've never actually seen Dumbo, like the animated movie.
Oh, really?
So I think if I were gonna watch one, I'd just watch this one because did it look like it's the same plot or is it a different plot?
To be honest, man, I don't even remember like that. I saw that way long ago.
Okay.
Just like I don't remember Pinocchio. No.
Okay.
Like I remember seeing them, but I don't remember the
actual
movie.
plots. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, let's do Disney run. No, just that's manly, right? Yeah, just you and your boy just watching.
Your boy watching Disney movies.
Yeah, dude.
Sing along together, Kuna Matata, bitch.
Yeah. Means no worries. No, you start drinking.
Drink up, motherfucker. No.
It's a problem free. No. Philosophy. No. Man, no. All right, shit. Cool. So, trailers are definitely where it's at, bro. I think if you don't go to the movies to see the trailers, something's wrong with you. No.
Yeah, you don't want to be those people that rush in all late.
And especially if it's assigned seating. Now you're bumping into everyone.
That's true.
Your lights on, looking for the number.
Well, I mean, imagine if it's not assigned seating, you're all fucked. You got to sit like first row.
Yeah, no.
Isn't that weird how in the movies you never want to be in the front? But other things you just want to be in the front.
At concerts, you don't want to be in the back?
Yeah, you don't want to be in the back.
That is weird, yeah. Huh.
Fucking movies.
All right, well, good shit, man.
Yeah, so
this is the part where we dive into the movie, but we don't actually dive into we put our toes in the water.
Yeah, this is the part where we start talking about the movie.
Yeah, so don't get alarmed. Don't turn it off yet. We just started, people. Like, relax. No.
Chill.
All right, so Captain Marvel 2019. Man. That was on my notes. Did
2019.
Yeah.
I don't know, Treto. Are you ready to go higher, further, faster?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
What? Dumbo?
It was the tagline of the movie, bro.
Come on. Was it really?
Yeah. Higher, further, faster.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, all I got here.
What was that in your notes? No.
Carol Danvers, played by Brie Larson. That's bro. I had to come right with the name. Like I couldn't mess that up.
You couldn't happen again.
Yeah. No. I actually Googled it this time.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, Brie Larson. I guess. Let's start from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Brie Larson as Carol Danvers. Do you think she did well? Do you think she did bad? Did you like her performance?
Honestly, I haven't seen her before, but after Googling who she is, I realized I have seen her before. I think she, I think she did a good job, man. I think she was very, I guess, basing it off the character. She was very like, I'm a badass, and this is how I'm gonna do it. And if I'm wrong, well, screw you, because I'll figure it out.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, you know, like, and I think that comes off with being a pilot for the Air Force. Like, you have to be a badass, you know, like
you have to. Even if you're wrong, you got to be sure as fuck of yourself.
Yeah, so I think she portrayed that in a very dope way, and it was also very like, I don't need help type of thing. Like I could do this on my own, and if you're with me, you're not, you know. Which she had supporting characters that helped with that, but her as an actress, she was just pretty good, man.
Yeah, and that's what I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. From the 2 trailers, I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't really like her. And then, like, I think it was like 5 minutes into the movie, I was like, oh, this is fine.
All right.
So it took exactly 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good. I'm in. I like it.
Okay, cool. Now, do you like her more than Wonder Woman? Because that's going to be a comparison.
Yeah, that's going to be a comparison no matter what. I think Wonder Woman was a better movie overall.
Okay. Yeah.
But head to head, I don't know. That's a tough question.
That was a weird okay, right? The one that just came out. Okay.
Yeah. No, it was like that Vine.
Okay. Oh,
the guy. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. So then that's fair. Said it again.
Yeah, and then you had Lashana Lynch, who played Maria.
Oh, that was her name. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was also a pretty dope actress who, not to sound like racist or anything, but I'm pretty sure she could have also been in Jordan Peele's new movie Us. No. Yeah, she looked like she could be in those movies like that.
Actually got tickets to see an advanced screening of that one.
Bro, let's go. Nah,
yeah,
I'm down.
Should be exciting. It's in a week.
Okay, well, let's get there early yet. No,
it's at the never mind, I'll tell you later.
Wow, everyone's gonna show. It's not there. No.
But I did realize that the 2 leading actors in that movie, so the husband and the wife, they were both in Black Panther.
Yeah. Nah. Oh, there it is. The Black Panther.
Yeah. So I did think that this girl Maria, I thought her character was really good. It seemed weird though, because I feel like her part was supposed to be bigger.
Yeah. I feel like they introduced her a little late.
Yeah, so like I feel like her part was small, but like originally it was supposed to be bigger or something. Like I feel like they cut it down.
Okay, yeah.
Like I got that feeling from it. I don't know why.
Got that condensed feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
everything that she was in was good, but it was just like, it's weird. I feel like she should have been in more of the movie.
Now I don't know the comics, but I guess as her best friend, she did a really good job in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Maria. Wait, going back real quick to Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
You know, after Googling her, I realized she's in your favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah, she's in Scott Pilgrim.
Bro, what is she in Scott Pilgrim?
She's
like, I didn't want to click on it because I wanted you to explain it.
She plays Envy, which is Scott's ex.
The little Asian girl?
No, Envy is the blonde girl. She's in the band that has...
the creepy one that still wants him back?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
And she talks all, like, emotionless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Good stuff. Oh, I see it now. Nah, I'm all thinking about it.
Yeah, it was just 10 years ago. Come on.
Yeah, no, she looks a lot younger. Good stuff. Cool.
Yeah, so then we had, Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury.
Oh, bro. I love. You know what?
I really liked his performance.
Yeah, I really liked his attitude. Like, it wasn't a super, like, I'm Nick Fury. It was more like, hey, I'm Nick Fury. Like, you know?
Yeah, well, and that's what I like, too, because, like, this is 10 years, 15 years before any of the other movies.
Before S.H.I.E.L.D., before anything.
Yeah, so he was still kind of learning.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel that he played, like, a younger, like, happier version, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got, too. And he had 2 eyes. I mean, come on. Nah.
He did.
It's awesome. No.
Right? He got 20/20 vision. No wonder he was happy.
Yeah. That's pretty dope. So Nick Shield.
Nick Shield?
Nick Shield.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Do you think Samuel Jackson can go a whole movie without swearing? Did he in this movie?
No.
No, right?
No, I don't think he's sworn in a lot of the recent movies. He's gotten like really close or something.
Yeah.
Or like they do like a play on a swear or something.
Okay.
But I don't think he's actually sworn that I can remember in a while.
I want to talk about him later in the episode.
All right.
Because he had a couple parts that I was just like, mother trucker, dude.
Yeah, and other than that, we had Jude Law, who played some person. I can't remember any of those characters' names. So, like, Captain Marvel, and she had, like, that whole team in the beginning.
She played the blue girl.
Well, Jude Law's a guy.
Oh, shit.
The guy with, like, the green-looking eyes, the really freaky eyes?
Yes.
The guy in the beginning of the movie where she was like, hey, do you want to go fight? And then they go fight.
Oh, okay, the dude, the main
guy.
The captain of the other team.
Yeah, that guy. So that was Jude Law. I don't know what his character was called, but Jude Law.
Okay, cool.
And that was really the only other like big person that I could think of that was in the movie. How'd you feel about like the overall style of the movie and like the soundtrack and stuff? Because the movie was technically a period piece. It was set in the 90s.
Right. So I did love the fact that they made it known that it was in the 90s. Like they did a lot of like nostalgic like little
Easter eggs,
and that was super dope. I mean, without giving it away, when she lands on Earth, like boom, you definitely feel like it's
that part's in the trailer, so I think it's okay.
Okay, cool. Well, when she lands into Blockbuster, right off the bat, you're like, oh shit, Blockbuster, and then
because I haven't seen one of those in like 10 years.
Yeah, and people actually started mumbling around this. They're like, oh man, look, it's Blockbuster, So I thought that was really cool. Then when she like changes out of her little uniform or whatever, and she's wearing a 9 Inch Nails shirt.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cool
got,
too.
Like the plaid shirt, that button down.
Yeah, that she has it tied around her waist. Yeah, with the little leather jacket. And then I also read in an article that I was looking up that in post production they did some type of editing down or filter where they made it seem like it was shot in the 90s.
Oh, okay, kind of like they did for mid 90s then.
Yeah, but a little less aggressive.
Dramatic.
Yeah,
because I know mid 90s was actually shot like on that old school stock footage, right?
Yeah, like so that one was actually like
13
legit.
millimeter or whatever.
This one, I guess the proper term was it was digitally de-aged. Okay. Film was digitally de-aged in post production. So I'm assuming they
dropped an effect in
Adobe. They used the Instagram filter.
Yeah, they put the Instagram.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. Aside from like the cars and like the payphones, you really could tell that it was.
Yeah, and even they really kind of the music too, because like there was the waterfalls from TLC playing.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was like really quick. It was like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
There was a song by No Doubt that was playing.
Oh, I didn't notice that either.
There was that Nirvana song.
Yeah.
Those were really the only three that I caught. But there was music throughout the whole thing, so it had to happen at some other points. But those were the three that I remember.
Nice. That's pretty badass.
Other than that, do you have any other like general ideas about it, like the style or the overall tone of the movie or something?
No, I think overall it was dope. It was weird, and I mean obviously people know about this, but when they kept bouncing from Earth to like space, and like that transition was kind of like, oh shit, like, and then they named Earth. They had a code for it.
C-137.
C-130 something.
I think it was 137.
Yeah, that was really cool. As far as like the other styles, I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, there was
I didn't really notice them.
Well, the good that you mentioned that. The younger version of Nick and Collison, the other agent, the white guy.
Oh, his the rookie they called him.
Yeah. That looked really good to me. Like at no point where I was there was no point where I was like, oh, that looks really fake. Yeah, because they made him look younger.
I did notice, and in my head, I made this joke. Nick Fury's hairline looked like LeBron's coming back, because they super exaggerated the hairline to make it like noticeable. Yeah. But you're right, he did.
But it looked really good because like that was a constant effect that they had on them, and they, at no point where I was like, oh, that looks weird or something. Yeah. No, like in the Star Wars movies.
Ooh, okay.
There was a part in the Star Wars where they showed Princess Leia, but like de-aged.
Ooh, okay.
So to look how she looked like during the original trilogy, and it just looked really bad.
Yeah, it was just bad.
It was just bad.
Oh,
but
shit.
yeah, so they looked really good. I was surprised about that.
Nice. You know, I do want to talk about how much money it's made in the last weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that.
Yeah. So their budget was like 150 to 175 million.
Yeah, that's what I had seen as well.
Yeah. And then apparently their gross earnings for opening weekend was 509 million worldwide. Bro, you know the return on that? That's crazy.
It's big.
It's super big. Yeah.
Yeah, it I don't know if you saw it as well, and I guess for the audience, it had a bigger opening weekend than the first Captain America movie, the second Captain America movie, the first Iron Man, the second Iron Man. It did better than all 3 Thor movies. Including Ragnarok, which I thought was surprising.
Oh, wow.
It did better than Guardians 1 and 2. And it's funny because we mentioned this earlier in the episode. It did better than every single Spider-Man movie ever.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Every Spider-Man movie. Better than Spider-Verse, better than Homecoming, better than all 3 of the original movies, better than The Amazing Spider-Man.
Damn. Why do you
better
think
than all of them.
Oh, I know why. Bro, because National Women's Day was the other day. So
yeah, a lot of people were. That's what people were dubbing it as. It was like the women's version of Black Panther.
Yeah, I could see that. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it made a shit ton of money.
I was gonna say it's a smart move on the release date.
It's a smart move on marketing. Hell yeah! So
Man, shout out to Marvel marketing.
Shout out to marketing. No,
right?
It's expected to finish with over 1,000. Wow, that's it.
Wow,
with over $1 billion overall by the time it's done in theaters.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And I want to point out the fact that this might be Disney's first movie, or I'm sorry, Marvel's first movie to not hit any streaming platforms. Yeah. So they're avoiding going on Netflix and all that.
Yep.
And they're gonna go straight to Disney's new Disney Plus.
Disney Plus,
which that's crazy too, because I mean that's
gonna bring in revenue there as well.
So people are gonna sign up just for that. Well, and the fact that they're opening up the vault for the first time.
That's gonna be big. They're gonna fuck up everything.
You think so?
It's a lot of stuff, man.
I
might get it.
Think about it. Wow. Oh no, man. See how I want to get the Cubs Network? You're just gonna get Disney Plus?
Yeah, you get to watch the vault. No.
Man, you get to watch everything.
Yeah, and then thanks to all the money that Captain Marvel made over opening weekend, the Marvel Cinematic Universe altogether has now passed $18 billion.
Jesus. Now, how much does Stan Lee get? No.
Well, nothing.
Well, nah. Well, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure how much he gets. Probably a decent amount of that.
I would assume so, yeah.
Because his title's like executive, and he's usually an executive producer
on every movie.
On all of them, it's just a title. It's just, he doesn't really do anything. He shows up and
he does a lot. No,
he shows up. It's like, all right, we're gonna sit here and you're gonna read the magazine.
Yeah, right. Or sell these animated Spider-Man costumes to this kid.
Right. Yeah, so that's
I did like. Oh, I guess I don't know if that's gonna give it away.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll do the spoilers.
Ooh, so we're just gonna jump right into the deep end?
Yeah. So let's talk about this at the beginning though. That intro.
Okay.
Because that's what you're talking about, right?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how in Marvel movies they do the opening crawl.
Yeah.
And, they have clips from all the previous Marvel movies, and then, it zooms out and it says Marvel 10, Marvel Studios, whatever. So for this movie, instead of showing clips from all the other movies of like Captain America and Thor and all that, they showed all the cameos of Stan Lee from all the other movies.
Which I thought was pretty badass.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of Stan Lees everywhere.
It literally was just Stan Lee everywhere. How'd you feel about people clapping, though?
Oh, my God, bro. It was so weird. That was the first time in my life where I've been in a theater where people clap at the movie.
Yeah. Or even at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, in general. I've never been in a theater where people clap. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I always thought that was the weirdest thing. Like, do you want the movie to say thank you? Or...
That's exactly who's gonna say things like, "What are you clapping at the screen?" Like,
yeah, that's why. Yeah. But yeah, it was really weird. Like people immediately started clapping.
I guess to me that gave me wow. How hard did my voice go?
It hit you in the feels.
It just hit me in the right here. No, it showed me that like people really, like people that follow Marvel really are fans. Like they're really
out there.
They felt it when he passed away. Like that was pretty cool. I didn't clap. No,
Well, I didn't clap.
I didn't clap.
Oh wait, you wanted to defend yourself?
Yeah.
It's like no, I didn't clap.
I want to look like a hypocrite.
No.
Oh, I don't even watch Marvel movies. Oh, I'm over here
you're all clapping. You're standing. You were the only one standing up. Like you tell him, Stan.
Love you, Stan.
Yeah, so that was cool. It was a first for me.
That's awesome. Yeah. I guess we could go ahead and dive into
the deep end.
Damn, good save. No, we'll be right back, guys, and get ready. If you haven't seen the movie, come back to this part. If you have seen the movie,
just keep on watching. Hit that like.
Hit that like. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit us up on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, Google Play.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Leave a comment if there's like a specific movie that you want us to watch and talk about.
Yeah, for real. Because I could watch any movie really, except for scary movies. No.
So everything is gonna be scary now.
Oh man, make Treto watch La Llorona. Oh man, La Llorona is gonna be a good one. Yeah.
Every comment is gonna be make Treto watch and then XYZ.
Hey man, leave a comment if you want me to watch. No.
All right, cool. Let's take a break here and then we'll go into the deep end.
All right, let's do it.
Solid.
Welcome back, guys. All right, this is the best part of the freaking episode, Rene, and I'll tell you why in a second. 1, 2. All right, check this out, man.
All right.
This is the part where we get to talk about everything and anything about Marvel without any restrictions.
Ooh, okay.
The FCC can't let us be any
type of
stop us. Yeah, I mean, unless they demonetize our video. No, Steven.
I'd like to see them try.
Well,
no.
Dude, all right. First off, Captain Marvel is a girl. Bro, she is the toughest girl I've ever seen. Like, do you know how dope it was to like see her kick ass? Like,
oh my god, your lead-in was just so.
I know it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she just kicked a shit ton of ass. Which, all right, I gotta pick my words here.
Hey man, don't do it.
I feel made the movie not be as good as it could have been.
Ooh, okay.
Because that was actually one of the things that I thought the movie could have done better.
Kick more ass?
Kick more ass. No.
Oh.
No, like she was just really strong. Like the whole time. Like throughout the whole movie, she never really struggled. You know what I mean?
You know what? I was thinking that when her arms or her hands were locked up.
Yeah. And
she was like still kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah, like she didn't have her main power available and she was still beating the shit out of everyone.
She was super strong. Yeah.
So that was one thing that kind of I feel like they could have done better. Because even at the end of the movie when she's like locked up and she's having like that internal battle where she has to stand up and all that, like the main climax of the movie. Yeah. You know, the little chip on her neck breaks, and then she gets even stronger.
Oh, it was over then.
And I was just like, all right, like you were already stronger than you were already the strongest person, but now you're like even stronger.
Yeah.
So I thought it could have been, I don't know, done better, I guess, to make the movie more like entertaining, I guess, or make it more dramatic,
or maybe give her like a stronger villain.
Yeah, to give her like a stronger story arc, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you know, like in Thor, like he starts off the movie, he's being a badass, and then he gets his ass kicked by his sister.
Yeah.
And then he has to get stronger. You know, he has to level up basically.
Yeah. And, so you feel like she didn't have that point where she was just like, "Damn, I might lose this."
Right. Yeah. At no point do I feel where she got worried. Like I feel like she was just, you know, it was just like a casual ass day to her the whole time.
Yeah. I think so to kind of piggyback off of that, I feel like her battle was more internal, in a sense where she could have fucked everything up if she didn't choose the right path by going with the aliens. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, okay, yeah, she's strong. She could like kick anybody's butt, but she like mentally could have broken down where she was like, oh man, I existed before on a whole different planet.
Yeah,
you know, like
you.
I would have fucked that up. Like I would have totally.
That's what you wrote down.
That's what I wrote down.
I would have fucked that up.
Yeah, like, man. Okay, so verbatim, trusting your own people, then realizing you're not from the planet, then having to turn on your own people and trusting the funny aliens. I personally would have fucked that up.
Yeah,
bro. Like, I think that was the challenge in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, it's a movie. People want to see the action.
Yeah.
So that's kind of.
I didn't even think about it that way, but yeah, that had to take a lot of mental fortitude because like her whole world got flipped upside down, and then like 5 minutes later, it got flipped upside down again.
Yeah, and then essentially, yeah, and then she was having those nightmares.
Yeah,
you know,
those flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah, I think the battle was more internal one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way. That makes me like the movie better, more.
Wow, there you go. Now you gotta watch it again. No.
Yeah, that's a good part because I did. Yeah, that makes it so much better because even when watching the movie, like I was enjoying it for like the first 2/3 of the movie.
Yeah.
And then when it got to like the final part where they're on the ship and she's fighting with her old teammates.
Right.
I was like, I was waiting. I was like, all right, so now when's the big like the final battle gonna happen?
Yeah.
But that was the final battle.
Yeah.
So I was still waiting. I'm like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna be like the big like the big climax?
Right.
And then
the boss fight.
Yeah, and then the movie ended. And I was like, oh, okay, that was the boss fight.
Yeah. That was kind of they could have bulked that up a little bit.
So I feel like all the build up was good, and then they were just like, oh, okay, cool, we're done.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But I feel like that piggybacks back to what I started with, talking about how like she got stronger just for the sake of getting stronger. She didn't have to get stronger.
I want to talk about how she got strong, because I don't know. Did you like have any knowledge of her powers before going into the movie?
Yeah, I had like a basic understanding of what she can do.
Yeah. So I didn't know that she shot the freaking engine thing and then got all that power into her. Like that was like, oh snap, you know, like
yeah.
I had no idea where her powers came from. I guess in a sense that's kind of like every superhero, like,
her origin story.
Yeah. Maybe that's why she was super like overdid it, because she couldn't really control all that power and she had
maybe
no knowledge of it. Because even at the beginning, like she kept having that reoccurring dream where she would see the old lady. What's her name?
I forgot her character's
Marvel?
name.
No.
Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah. And she kept seeing her, and then she kept like seeing, but she never saw her shoot the.
Yeah.
You know, the spaceship down.
She didn't see it the way that it was real.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that was cool that she finally got that like.
That closure.
That closure where she was like, "Oh, this is why I am who I am." You know.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty badass, and it was kind of like a plot twist.
Yeah.
Because the whole movie, you think like, man, this girl's like with this dude, like, and then she's a part of this team. Oh man, I want to get into that. No, I'm all stressed out. Fuck. No.
That plot twist was crazy. Like I didn't see that coming,
bro.
But like I did see it coming. If that makes sense.
Like you didn't see it coming, but the way they shot it, or what?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. No. Okay, so like early on in the movie, right after she gets separated from the team on that mission, and the Jude Law's character, the main guy, the captain or whatever, he was talking with somebody on like their communication thingies, like with the holograms.
The main dude.
Yeah, he was talking to the character's name is Ronan, which is the guy with the blue skin that they showed at the end. He was in the ship.
Okay. Yeah,
that guy.
Who I thought she was gonna fight him.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be the end, and then he just dipped. He was
like,
he was
like, that. He saw her floating and shit. Like, nah, but let's get out of here. Yeah,
he's like, nah, not worth it.
Yeah, I did catch that.
So he was talking with that guy, and because I had seen some of the other Marvel movies, I knew that was a bad guy already. So I was like, oh, that's really weird. Why are they talking with the bad guy? And then it was because they're also the bad guys.
See, I had no knowledge of that. So in my head, I was like, oh, okay. They're just a dude.
Like
they're trying to,
That's the commander, the general or something.
Yeah, and then they made it seem like, oh, we got it under control. Like, don't come down here. Like, we got it. We'll find her.
Yeah, but like when I saw him right away, I was like, oh, okay, so they're not the good guys. And then they weren't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I guess that goes both ways. It depends, because like if you've seen all the other Marvel movies, you're gonna know right away.
So what other Marvel movies do they come out in? Like
so Ronan, the blue guy, he comes out in the Guardians movie, the first one. He's the main villain in that movie.
Oh, okay, that would have gave it away.
Yeah. And in the second Guardians, I think, which I haven't seen, they talk about how the Kree are the bad guys.
And those are the green people.
The Kree are the people in the suits, the jumpsuits with the stars.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I guess had I seen that movie as well, I would have been like, oh, these are the bad guys, like right away. So I guess it depends how many of the other movies you had seen going into this movie.
Yeah. Okay.
But the twist was still good. Like, I mean, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. Huh, that would have made sense, actually, yeah.
Especially, like, that whole scene, like, when he finally reveals himself, the general of the green guys, the Kree.
Yeah.
When he reveals himself and they're all talking, like, they're so funny. Like,
oh, bro, how funny were they?
Like, I was so happy, like, once that twist happened, because the movie just got so much funnier.
Yeah.
Like, the main scientist guy... Like, apparently he's just dumb.
Oh, that bro, like, oh, this is your science guy? Like, what are you...
Yeah, like, this is your science guy?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. You're talking about when they were at the house, right? And like,
yeah, when they're at the house.
Yeah, and the one guy was acting like the mom.
Yeah.
What did he say where he was like... Man, I totally lost my train of thought. But what else was funny was when he was like... he saw the cat and he was all scared.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, get that thing away from me.
I was so confused.
Yeah, he's like, what? The cat? And then he called it whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
ah! That was funny as fuck, yeah.
And then earlier in the movie, or was that? I think that was earlier in the movie when they go into outer space. Nick and, as in Fury.
Yeah.
Him and Captain Marvel go into outer space for the first time. And they turn around and the cat's back there, and the cat's just all like...
he's all fucked?
Yeah, he's all fucked. Just like,
yeah.
I was like, when that happened in my head, I was like, okay, well, that cat should be dead. Like, right, like it took me out of the movie. I was like, okay, the cat should be dead already. But then later learning that it's actually an alien, I was like, oh, that's why you didn't die.
Yeah. But which that was cool. I did not expect that. No.
I actually didn't know that about the comics.
Yeah.
It's in the comics, but I had no idea. So the first time when the cat opens up its big ass tentacle mouth, I was like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, it was more of a Stranger Things type of thing.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
that was cool. So then so I don't get it. Doesn't so moving forward real quick in the Avengers, doesn't this guy have that stone already?
He does.
How did he get it? If it was in the cat.
Well, remember the last scene?
Oh, he coughed it up.
The cat
You're right.
coughed it up.
If you didn't stay for the second scene, no.
Then you messed out.
Yeah. But, okay, so he coughed it up.
So I imagine he coughed it out, and then they started doing tests on it, and then that's when Loki showed up, and he took it and made the staff, and, you know,
you're
all
right,
the
you're
movies.
Right. No. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, that shit was funny, man. Nah, the little green guys are all funny as fuck.
They were funny. And then the scene where they're loading up the disc from the black box of the crash.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that
was... they put it into the computer, and everyone's just standing there like...
But it's a slow-ass computer?
Yeah, and the computer's taking, like, forever. It's just a little progress bar. And then they're just like, well, what are we waiting for? It's like, it's loading.
It's loading, yeah. It's like, what is that? Like, what are we waiting for? Yeah, that was funny.
What do you mean loading? No.
You know it's funny when, like, the whole theater starts laughing.
Yeah, because it's like, it hit home.
Yeah.
Because, you know, these guys are, like, advanced technology. Like, they can do this shit in, like, a second.
Right.
And, like, you know, Nick Fury is just sitting there. It's like, well, yeah, it's loading.
Yeah, it's loading. No. I want to talk about how Marvel, I guess, how they bridge the gap from, like, Earth and space. And they do it in such a cool way where, like, they're set in the 90s, but they're super advanced, you know? And it makes you think, like, damn, the actual, like, military has probably all these, like, cool fucking gadgets that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
And then these movies are just, like, a little insight, you know? Did you ever think about that?
I did, actually. Like, it's cool to see all that technology. Like, even movies that take place, like, in, you know, present time.
Yeah.
And then they have all these crazy-ass, like, futuristic ships, but that's just, like, a normal ship that we don't know about.
Yeah. Like, we think, oh, man, it's some, like, made-up weird shit.
Yeah, but then they're like, oh, no, that's real.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Another thing that I really liked was every scene where Samuel Jackson and Brie Larson were together. Like every scene that they had, like every conversation they had was just hilarious. Like,
dude.
It was like so good, like the comedy wise.
I thought it was really well written. I like the scene where they are being held by security. So then Nick pulls out the tape and then he's doing like the fingerprint and stuff.
Yep.
And then she just blasted through the door. It's like, so the whole time you had me play around with this tape. Like what?
She's like, I didn't want to ruin your, I don't want to steal your thunder or something like that.
Bro, that shit was so funny. I thought it was good.
And like every time they talked too, like when they were in the car driving to that place.
Yeah.
Just the conversation they had back and forth was really good. Like, I think those were my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah, no,
and
I
like
agree.
that was just them talking.
Yeah. Even when they're trying to get out of that like facility, and he calls backup.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh man, you called him against me," and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't sure if
like I wasn't sure. Like what the hell? You can blow shit up with your hands."
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Although I did like that scene. I like how the rookie. What's his name?
Collison.
Or
Coulson. Yeah.
I liked how he was like, "Oh shit, I don't see them, so let them get away." You know.
Yeah.
That was really hard to like. You don't know who's who, and you don't know who to trust.
Right. That was like a straight gut call.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But it's cool because then that little scene to me showed like their friendship moving forward. Because like in the first Avengers movie, they're like, that's like his right hand man.
Yeah, so I think that's where it started then.
Yeah, I guess that's where that relationship started.
Yeah. You know what pissed me off? I think after the movie, my whole thing was, why did they wait so long to present all these cool-ass origins in Captain Marvel, you know? Like, I didn't know this about Nick Fury, and I didn't know that about this, and like, I don't know. Maybe their whole timeline is weird.
It is, but like maybe they had to like make people care, I guess. Because imagine if this was the first movie that came out, I feel like, you know, it wouldn't have done as well. People wouldn't care, like, oh, well, I don't know who the fuck Nick Fury is.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because, you know, the first time that Nick Fury came out was at the end of the first Iron Man. And it was, like, in a post-credit scene. So he was on screen for, like, 30 seconds, maybe. And he was just like, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative, which he started writing at the end of this movie.
Yeah, which I caught that. And then he, like, backspaced and he
wrote in
out Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers. Because what was he calling it? Something stupid? Protectors?
Yeah. Some, like...
Saviors? No.
The Saviors of Guardians of the Galaxy. No.
Oh, perfect. No.
Right? No.
Where's James Gunn?
Oh, man. No, but yeah, you're right. And then then with the whole beeper thing.
Yeah. So all of it, like, you know, it's just tying up loose ends, I guess.
So do you like the Marvel's timeline? Like, do you prefer it that way?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had any problems with how they've done it. And even within this movie, I really liked how they didn't, like, hold your hand with all the flashbacks and stuff. Like in the beginning of the movie when she was, you know, present timeline, and then the past timeline, but after she was already in space, and then the timeline where she was on Earth still, and you were like jumping back and forth between all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like that they didn't like explicitly say, okay, now we're in the past. Now we're here. You know, they just kind of left you to figure it out.
Because you knew everyone and like everyone's location and shit.
Yeah. So I feel like it was. They did it to like mimic how it's happening in her head, because she was all over the place. She didn't know who she was.
Are you talking about when the aliens were analyzing her memories?
Yeah, that.
Okay, I found that really weird, man, and it kind of tripped me out a little bit because first of all, I didn't know who the hell was doing the voiceover. Yeah. So I didn't know there were aliens in her head, you know. So then when he was like, "Oh, focus on this. Like, look at that."
Like telling her what to look at.
Who is this lady? And then in my head, I was like, "Who the fuck?" Like, I know that she got captured, but like, these are bad people. Why do they care so much about, you know?
Yeah, because they're trying to get that information,
Pentagon,
man.
or like Pegasus. I'm sorry, on the
Pentagon.
The Pentagon. No,
the Pentagon.
But you know, like I was like, who the hell? Like, why do they care about all this shit? And then it made sense.
It made sense.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of threw me off when they were like babysitting us through her thoughts.
Yeah. So like I'm glad that they did it the way they did. I'd rather be confused and then it makes sense later than they tell you everything as it's happening.
You're right, because then you could go back and watch it the second time and be like, oh.
So you get more out of it the second time. Like the main example that stands out to me is in the Venom movie.
Okay.
There's a scene where he's in a motorcycle and he goes off like a ramp or some sort of makeshift ramp, right? And he gets knocked off the motorcycle and he lands, and his body's, his legs are broken, his head's broken, and all that stuff. Like, he's basically dead. But then the Venom suit, basically, it activates and it fixes him, so it heals his legs and everything, and you see it happen on the screen.
Okay.
And then the next scene, he's like, "Oh, what happened to me? My legs were broken." Like, literally, that's what he says.
Bro, no.
And then the Venom suit is like, "Oh, well, I healed you because that's one of my powers." Like, that's exactly how that dialogue happens.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you didn't have to. We just saw it happen.
Like, you didn't have to remind us.
You didn't have to, like, explain it to us.
Yeah. Like, we get it. Yeah.
Right. So I'm glad they did what they did instead of doing something like that, where they're like treating you like you're like a 30-year-old. A
30-year-old. Nah.
A 3-year-old.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, man. So now, I guess, seeing how we kind of digested everything fully, what would you rate this movie? 1 through, I don't know, 1 through 10. 10 pentagons.
Wow, yeah. 10 pentagons.
Yeah. 10 being the best.
Overall, I think I would give it like a 7. 7.5.
Okay.
Because I think it was a good movie, but it was exactly what I expected from a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So, like, there was good action. The characters were all right. Like, there was a lot of funny bits in between.
Yeah.
But it was the same as a Marvel movie. Like, it was the same as watching, like, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. Which I haven't seen.
It'll feel like this movie.
Oh, got it.
So it's got, like, that same feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of those, like, in-betweens. Like, waiting for Avengers, kind of.
Yeah, so it's like a movie that I've already seen. And that might be my fault for watching, 18 out of the 21 Marvel movies.
God damn, dude. That's a lot.
So that might be my fault. But
yeah. Okay. Now, is it getting you hyped for the new Avengers or no?
No, I'm like at the same level of hype.
Well,
yeah.
It's like whatever. No.
Yeah, like it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it while I was watching it, but it wasn't anything special.
Okay.
Like
even with the end credit, like when you see
I expected
the beeper stop and
because I was already expecting that to happen.
And this bitch came out of nowhere, like she was like, "Where's Nick Fury?
Where is he?"
Yeah, right. Like, wait, that's DC. No. Where is he? No. You're not Batman. No.
I'm Batman.
No, you're not. No, they start yelling back. Stop talking like this.
And then the real Batman shows up.
Wow, he's all lost.
Talk about a crossover.
Man, you know who did a great crossover, actually?
Allen Iverson.
Yeah. At the top of the key, just...
Bro, he had Jordan leaning.
Man. No. No, the... before I forget, Teen Titans, go Teen Titans.
Yeah.
You know,
Teen Titans go to the movies?
There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. When they brought out Stan Lee before he passed away, and then he was like, "I'm Stan Lee," and then he was like mopping the floor, and you're like, "Oh yeah, he's nobody. Like he's in the wrong movie." Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny.
That's cool. I still got to check out that movie.
Ukela. No.
I'm sorry.
Mr.
I was busy watching Captain Marvel.
There you go, man. Dope. Nice. So, would you recommend it to everyone that made it this far? I don't know what I was gonna say with that. No. Would you recommend this?
Yeah, I'd say go watch it. It's a fun movie. You're gonna enjoy it the whole time. The ending is a little bit of a letdown, but the ride is good. It's a good ride.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at actually. One more thing before I head out. Where am I going?
Where are you going? Like, bro, I still want to talk shit about the movie for a little bit. Hang on.
Right. So I don't know if it was just me or maybe I was thinking too deep into this. When they get to the Marvel's lab, right? Yeah. In outer space. Then you get to meet the family and stuff, and they're all there. And the little kid has the
slot machine,
the table. What is it called?
The pinball machine.
Pinball machine, right? Did you notice the Galaga machine next to that?
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. So there was a Galaga game, right? So there's a Galaga game up there. And then, like, a little bit after that, you see the action scene where, like, the spaceships are trying to, like, shoot each other. And she's, like she's shooting all the spaceships. Yeah. And it looked, like, the way they shot it looked
really?
Like... Yeah, like the game, you know? How she's, like, shooting everything. Yeah, if you could find that scene, go back and watch it.
Damn, I gotta check that out.
Dude, I thought it was a cool, like, homage to Galaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I noticed the machine like in the back. Like he didn't play that machine because he was playing the other
pinball machine.
Pinball machine. And then I was like, oh, Galaga. And then I saw her do the motions, and I was like, oh, that's badass. Yeah. So
I gotta check that out. Cool, yeah. I completely missed that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool. That's gonna. Now that makes me feel a little bit bad for talking shit about the movie now for a little bit.
Wow. See, there's a lot of shit that they did a good job with.
That's cool. I'm glad that they went in and put the effort to do little stuff like that.
Yeah. That's dope.
I guess I'll condense it down to like my top three what the fucks. No.
Oh shit, here we go.
All right. So earlier in the movie, after she just lands on Earth and she's fighting the first scroll, like before the big reveal, the one that's disguised as the old lady.
Ooh, that was cool.
When they're fighting on the train. Yeah. It was really weird to me that like everyone was trying to hold her back. Yeah. Like, did you not just see this old lady do like a kickflip in the air and shit? Like, what kind of old lady does that?
She did like a backflip and
yeah. I'm like, clearly that's not a normal old lady. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I thought that was funny, man. It was like, yeah, no one questioned the old lady.
No one questioned the old lady doing somersaults. No.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That part just bugged me because they were like protecting her, you know, like she's like an actual old lady.
Right.
I was like, are you guys blind?
Wow, what the fuck, people?
Like, what kind of old lady's gonna take that punch and then do a fucking flip kick?
Yeah, that is true. Which if it was set in now, like today, no,
people would have been with their phones.
Yeah,
recording.
People would have been like recording it, like world starring it. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
That's a good. What the fuck?
It just bothered me a little bit when I was watching it happen. I was like, bro, she's not a normal old lady. Come on.
You know what I thought was funny too? When the neighbor came over and asked if he could see the spaceship, and then she was all questioning him, like, "Who are you?" You know, like she was gonna beat his ass
because she thought she was the alien.
She should just beat his ass just for fun, like. Yeah, she would have been super wrong though. Yeah.
Oh man, she would have felt so bad.
That would have been funny.
That's what have broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
beating up an innocent human.
That would, man, that would have been fun. Yeah.
That was actually one of the other nitpicks that I had.
Oh, okay.
About the ship that they took from the top secret base. You're gonna tell me that ship didn't have like a tracking device on it or something?
Right.
Because after they left the base, like they never that storyline was basically done.
Yeah.
But like that big ass ship worth all those dollars, they didn't put a tracker on it.
Well,
or
no,
like
because
a satellite GPS on it or something.
Wait, you're talking about the one they blew up?
No, the one that they took into outer space.
The one that they made in the backyard.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the base of that ship was the one that they stole from the base, from the top secret base.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that like no one came back for it. Like
no one came for it.
Why there's a missing spaceship?
Yeah, no one's like, oh, that ship that got stolen is sitting in like Louisiana or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go pick it up. That's probably where they are.
Wow.
And no one.
So no one at Star Force was like, hey, we're missing a fucking ship.
Yeah. It was like after they left, they're like, all right, cool. I guess we're done for the day.
Yeah. Right. Damn, you're right. And she just had it in their backyard, like chilling.
Yeah, like chilling.
Yeah.
The only person who cared about it was the neighbor.
I know that guy was funny. I did like how the daughter was like, "Mom, you're gonna let going into outer space and like fighting these fucking aliens, you're gonna let that go by or whatever."
He's like, "What kind of an example are you setting for me?"
How cool was that daughter? No.
She was pretty cool.
Yeah, she was super cool.
What was her name? Captain Chaos? Captain Trouble?
Captain Hook? No.
Wow. Lieutenant Trouble? Something like that?
Something like that. She had a cool nickname that they gave her. Yeah.
The other part that annoyed me was that thing with her, that chip that she had that I guess was like limiting her powers.
Bro, why didn't you just yank that off? No.
Yeah, like she knew it was there. Like you have to know you have this big ass chip on you, right?
It was a pretty big chip too. Yeah.
And I was just like, well, what did she think it was for?
Like, no one else had the chip.
Yeah, no one else had a chip, and she has a chip. Like, did she think it was, I don't know, keeping her alive or something? Like, they never really explained why she had it. You get what I mean?
I guess in the location it was at, you don't really see back there the back of your neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but what about when you're taking a shower? You're telling me she doesn't like go like this through her hair?
No, that's weird. You do that? Nah, I'm kidding. No, but you're right. Yeah, it's a big ass like chip. Like, okay, you're annoying. Like, get off.
Yeah, and then like even when she finally does take it off, it seems like she knows. She's like, oh, because she has that whole speech, like, I've been fighting with one hand behind my back. What happens when I finally use both hands?
So she just never tried it then.
Yeah, so she's like,
yeah.
It seems like she knew that the chip was like limiting her powers, but she never like questioned why she had it to begin with.
Right. Huh. Yeah, you're right. That's a big what the fuck too, because it's like you could have just taken it off at the beginning of the movie. You could have saved us.
It could have saved us an hour.
Could have saved us like $15. No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that was the last big like what the fuck that I had, but
yeah,
the little complaint that I had was with Nick Fury, how that eye injury.
Oh, bro, that was stupid. No.
I feel like it was such a letdown. Like, because that was one of the big things that were driving it. Because, in the trailers, he has two eyes. In the Avengers movies, he has one eye.
Right.
They're like, oh, they're going to show what happens, why he loses his eye.
Right.
Which they do, the fucking cat scratches him.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was like, it was really a letdown. Because, early in the movie, he gets hurt. Like in the car chase scene.
Yeah, when the alien was next to him.
Yeah, and so like he has a bag over his eyes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I thought was gonna happen was that was gonna happen like a bunch of times.
He just like his eye just kept getting worse and worse.
Well, no, like not even like just getting worse and worse, but like he kept on getting hurt like around his eye. So like everyone's like, oh shit, is this how he loses it? Oh no, this is how he loses it. One of those things.
Yeah.
But then they never really did that. It was just that part in the beginning of the movie, and then at the end when the cat scratches him.
Yeah, that was stupid.
So like I feel like it would have been more entertaining to watch if there was like a bunch of random stuff in the middle where like somebody fires a gun and it just barely misses his eye, or like someone throws a knife and it like lands like next to him or something.
Like oh man, that was close.
They do a bunch of shit like that. But
for real,
that I don't know. That's just me trying to make the movie more entertaining for myself.
Wow.
Somebody else might have seen it and thought like, oh, that was great. The cat scratched him.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like that's a very good like I don't know thing to wait for. Like
exactly. Yeah. So that's why I feel like if you kept on playing with it, like messing around, like oh, is this how it happens? No. This is how it happens. Throughout the whole movie, when it finally happened, you were like, finally. Like,
yeah. You stand up and everyone.
Everyone would been clapping. It was like the intro all over again.
Wow. Speaking of people clapping, I want to give a shout out real quick. And he's probably never gonna watch this, but there was a guy sitting right below us at the theater, to the left.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Man, I don't know if he was like a super fan. He's been waiting for this Marvel movie, or he's like seen every Marvel. Yeah. This guy literally knew everything about everything.
It was so great. Like every time there was a question, he would already answer it before I could ask.
Yeah, like how? No.
And like it wasn't even like he was talking through the whole movie or being annoying or anything. It was just so perfect. Every time then there was like a pause in the movie or something confusing happened, you would just hear him. Oh, that's because of
So I think that like he was explaining it to his wife, right?
Yeah. It was just so funny because it was perfect every time. Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, after the first scene in the trailers happened, some of the people got up and left, and I stayed there because I heard him. He was like, "Oh no, hold on, there's two of them."
Yeah.
I heard him say that. I'm like, "All right, there's two of them."
Dude, I even heard you be like, "Man, this guy's clutch." Like, yeah. Damn, shout out to that guy, man. He was cool. Yeah, he was cool. I'd watch another movie with him. No.
Right? You don't even have to worry about anything. You just enjoy the movie.
Yeah, and like he doesn't do it where he makes it all annoying. Like he just tells you so you're on the same page.
Yeah, he's not like trying to be better than you.
Wow. All right, good shit, guy. No.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I guess do you have any closing thoughts on the movie?
Go watch it. No.
Damn, go watch it.
Well, I mean, if you made it this far, you've probably seen it already.
That's true. Go watch it again.
I think it was a good, like you said, it was a good staple to the whole universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
another piece to the puzzle.
I think they did a good job. It wasn't oversaturated with like stupid comedy. Like it wasn't too dumb jokes.
It never felt forced.
Yeah. And I think that's cool because you could easily lose the audience by being fake,
right?
Like joke, like fake comedy. Nah, man, good shit. Just go watch it. Nah.
Yeah, just go check that shit out.
Yeah, for sure. When does the new Avengers movie come out?
Roughly 6 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So this movie is probably going to be in theaters until that comes out. So you got a good amount of time to watch it.
You got some time. Nah. Dope. Yeah, for sure, man. Closing statements. If you made it this far, we mess with you.
I mean, if they made it this far, they mess with us.
Ooh, just mess with each other? No.
Oh, that sounds...
Sounds great. No.
That's not all those hands could do.
Oh, bro. What? Who said that?
Nick Fury.
Yeah.
When she was heating up the pot, the teapot.
Is that when I nudged you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the movie, when Nick Fury is like, "Oh, that's not all those hands can do," I just see Treto.
Dude, that shit was so funny. Like, that was perfect. Nah.
We were the only two laughing in that non-funny scene.
I know. And then the cool super fan looked over at us to shut the fuck up. No.
Right? He's like,
"What are you guys laughing at?" I didn't catch that. No.
Right? Imagine from his perspective, he's like, damn, those guys, I missed something.
Man, those guys know everything about everything. No.
They know the significance of that coffee pat.
Man, what's in that coffee? No. Oh, wow, it was tea? No. Yeah, we don't know everything. No.
Yeah, we missed it.
That's good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this week's episode of TretoWithOutARadio. Tune in next week where we turn it up and we turn out and we live it up like it's 1999.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're going to party like it's 1999 in next week's episode. So tune in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to mail us that blank check.
Oh, yeah. Mail us that blank check for real.
Yeah.
Make it out to TretoWithOutARadio.
Yeah. No. And yeah, thank you guys for rocking with us. This is Treto Without the Radio. I am Treto. And that's Rene.
From the other day.
And I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it looks like we gotta go. So, oh man, I sound like fucking the Vok. That Vok.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, guys. See you guys later. That was weird.